mango chutney, we start off with a raw mango. This is a fairly common variety and is commonly available in most countries. This white stuff is harmless. It's called bloom. It's the protective layer all fruits have. You gotta recognize it by shape because it has a million names. But then again, this chutney will work with any mango that is raw and sour, so no worries there. So if you can make it spin, it means it's lying flat on its seed, even though it's not flat. So you'll have to turn it onto its side and cut. Mine feels slippery, so I'll cut it like this. You gotta be careful if you have really sharp knives. Mine isn't that sharp. These raw mangoes have flesh that can look white, yellow or orangish yellow, but you want the flesh to be very tough, like this one. It looks bright, but it's really tough and raw. These can range from being really sour to mildly sweet, even though they aren't ripe yet. So taste the piece when you're cutting, so you'll know how to balance the final taste. We can later use more spice or salt according to it. Cut it so the skin part is thinner for even and faster cooking. Closer to the seed, the flesh is extremely sour, so I don't want it just for consistent taste. Also, see, the flesh is too thin and it will disintegrate during the cooking process. We'll save the seed for a soup or something. In a pan with the flame on the lowest, add dried red chilies in. I only removed half the seeds from the chilies because we need the heat to balance all the sour and sweet going on. These will be the only source of spiciness for the chutney. And 1/4 teaspoon mustard in. Now these are almost dry roasting on the hot pan. Now I add half a teaspoon oil and keep moving them around constantly to avoid burning. So right when the mustard starts fluttering, I've learned to cover it up with whatever is at hand so they don't rain oil all over my countertop and stove. It'll make a real mess. Mango in and toss to coat them with all the spicy mustardy oil. This isn't the traditional way to splatter mustard though. But back then, red chilies and mustard were periodically spread under the hot sun to keep them dry and fresh. So the dry fry used to make up for that. Three minutes later, toss them again for even cooking. Now at this point, if you'd like your chutney to be really soft and pasty, like a jam, then you'll have to add 4 tablespoons of water and close with a lid and cook on low heat for about 7 to 10 minutes depending on how tough your mango is. But I don't want that, so I cook for 4 more minutes without a lid, toss again and add jaggery. So this is soft jaggery, so I think I can squish it. Oh, it's tough. Okay, so you can use a knife to scrape it, but it's boring. So I'm trying again with both my hands, and here we go. Done. Great. Now with the flame still on the lowest, because we don't want to burn the jaggery, and if the mango isn't releasing enough moisture, add 1 or 2 teaspoons of water and keep mixing. Look how the jaggery is melting and beautiful there. It's gotta turn into a nice thick golden liquid. We don't want syrup, just thick liquid. Also, you gotta be careful how much you cook jaggery. It looks liquid and less dense as long as it's hot, but if you overcook it, it could become solid when it cools down. Keep mixing and cook for at least 5 minutes. And press into the pieces once in a while to see how soft they are getting. Keep mixing until all the moisture has reduced. 1/8 teaspoon salt. We can always add more later. 1/8 teaspoon turmeric. And mix like there's no tomorrow. So now the moisture is almost gone and I can't keep cooking this anymore, but I want the pieces to get softer. So I add 1.5 tablespoons of water and cook for 5 more minutes, constantly mixing. 5 minutes later, it looks done to me. Let's check. Look at that golden streak. It's holding its shape and it's soft enough. That's it. You can see it's thicker. That's it. You can see that it's thicker now after cooling down for 10 minutes. It's still hot though. I don't know if you can see the vapor rising. Wow. Beautiful and golden. My whole apartment smells spicy, sweet and sour, and my mouth's watering. Chopped cilantro on top, and look at that gorgeous golden chutney. Oh well, that's cottage cheese I made at home. Look at how it has taken the texture of the cloth it was put in. So I cut these mango pieces up and use them in burritos and sandwiches instead of sliced jalapenos and pickles during the mango season. So the chutney will taste real spicy on day one. Eat it right away if you like spicy. But if you let it rest in the fridge for 2 days, it's a whole different story. A whole deep flavor profile develops and it'll blow your mind away. That's kinda the only word to describe its taste. It's awesome. This will last in your fridge in an airtight container for about 3 weeks without loss of flavor. You guys gotta tell me all the other ways you use this and what you thought when you tasted it for the first time. Thanks for watching and see you later. Bye.